Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. So March is officially done, and I thought I would do a quick little video on all of my March favorites. I will say that March was a very long one and a very long month to buy stuff and think a lot about what I want to buy in the future, and I did a lot of shopping and a lot of reflecting, and yeah, I think March was a good month for me. And all in all, I'm very happy with everything I got this month and everything that has been a favorite this month. I am going to divide this video into like stationery, skincare, and then like makeup and clothing, just to kind of organize my thoughts and the things that I liked. So without wasting too much time, we're going to start off with some stationery, and what better way than to start with some pens. Now, all of these pens are from Coco, and this video is probably coming out after all of my Coco fountain pen videos that I've posted on my channel, so you guys can go have a look at any of my stationery videos and these pens will be featured. But just as a quick recap, if you haven't seen them, this is the Coco Sport, which I bought in the very beginning of March. It has featured in I think 2 of my vlogs already, and I've been carrying this in my handbag, and it is very everyday pen for me. I did get it in the Bordeaux color, so it is like kind of a wine red color, and the embellishing and sort of the detailing is in gold, and I had bought a clip to match that. And of course, to open it you have to screw it open, which is very convenient considering you don't want the ink to bleed into your bag. And speaking of ink, I currently have a black cartridge in here, and this is a medium nib pen. There is a world supply issue with the Coco Sport in a fine nib, so I was actually happy to even get my hands on a Coco Sport, so I'm happy with the medium nib. And again, just a very convenient everyday pen. Next up is my Coco Perco, and I bought this one very recently towards the end of March. I think on the 31st even, I'm not even sure. I think it was the 30th or the 31st. So very late in March, but still counted as a March favorite because since I bought it, I have not stopped using it. The Coco Perco is in this beautiful clear style. I chose to buy the clear style because I like how transparent it is. And this is the nib. It is a fine nib, so it kind of makes up for my sport not being a fine nib. And I will say I'm very impressed with the fine nibs by Coco. There is currently brown ink in here, so I have been using this one a lot in my commonplace journal and some of my day-to-day agenda diary journaling. Again, beautiful detailing, and this is in silver, so it is very gorgeous, and the size is not too bad. This is a size comparison. It is slightly bigger than the Sport, but I mean, for having a fine nib and then being able to have the transparent look, I'm kind of happy with it. Last but not certainly least from Coco is their rollerball, and this one is my first rollerball pen. Was gonna go with the Lamy, but I did not want to jump straight into the Lamy sort of craze, so I decided to get the Coco rollerball. This was half the price of the Lamy one, and I would say it is doing me so good right now. I've been using it in all of my journals, and it is great for like everyday jotting. I did buy a refill so that I will have that on me in case I run out. But yes, very sleek look and very beautiful. Very happy with this one. Now, of course, I needed a place to try all of that out, and I upgraded, or I kind of updated my journal covers this month. It was in one of my recent vlogs where I went to go and buy some fabric and customize my Louise Carmen Paper Republic journal inspired journal covers, and this one was a smaller one. So this fits an A6, a B6, and anything smaller than that. This one I made using a brown reddish vinyl, and it's kind of floopy, but the fabric is thick enough to protect and hold your journals in here. I made it to hold my Everywhere Commonplace journal, which is this little jotter that I carry when my big commonplace journal is not going to fit in my bag. And then of course my agenda and my diary. I did get a comment about showing my agenda slash diary, and I thought we could just do a quick tour of that. So in the front, of course, it's my name and my details. This journal is from Paper Blank, so it does have a lot of international dates, holidays, and important things in it. So it has a 2026 calendar. It's got international holidays, different countries, and then obviously the names of the holidays. Then as you move along, it's got your monthly calendar. So if you want to look at sort of the month from a bigger view, it's got the monthly planners. And here your agenda actually starts. Of course, it is a weekly planner. I don't really like the daily planners too much. I feel like they're a bit thick. So I was very happy with getting a weekly planner. There is plenty of space to write. And if I run out of space, that's what sticky notes are for. So this is early January. Of course, I didn't write anything in here, but this is what happens when it gets a little busy. Again, very perfect for writing down all of the things to do. There's my sticky note situation and how I deal with that. So this is how my setup usually goes. Again, then of course the journal, like I mentioned in one of my What's in My Bag videos, it does have some of the moon phases logged, so you can actually see on certain weeks where it tells you what moon phase it is, whether waxing, waning, full moon, half moon, whatever, which I thought was pretty cool. And then of course miniature little calendar at the bottom to keep track of everything. And then if we have a scoot all the way to the back, there is a 2027 calendar and a 2028 calendar. So if you are needing to organize your life 2 years from now, it's here, and you can have a look at the dates and what the year is going to look like from afar. Of course, they've got the international holidays booked for 2027, so that is there. And then it does have a converter chart, so if you need to convert any measurements, there's international dialing codes, world time zones. There is a travel and planning and a birthday / important dates page if you need to diarize any of that. And then the last 20 odd pages in the book are for notes. So that is very cool. And it does have a bit of an address template there if you want to use it as an address book. A lot of people don't do that nowadays, but I think it's very convenient to have in here. And yeah, very convenient, very beautiful little Firebird agenda. I wouldn't trade it for the world, and I think I'm going to buy paper blank journals now for my agendas every year. But the real favorite here is the journal cover. I really love how it turned out. The fabric is so smooth, so beautiful. It hasn't cracked, it isn't damaged, it doesn't fray easily, and I think it's honestly just perfect for the upcoming winter and cold seasons. Currently, I just put a little bow charm on there, and I've got some elastic to hold the whole thing together. Usually I would put in a third journal for like a little drawing or jotza session, but I haven't done that yet because I believe that my commonplace journal is quite a thick one. It's a very thick, small jotter, so I don't want to waste its space. I want to use as much of it as possible. And as of this weekend, I have a little decoration for it. This is my photo booth pictures with my boyfriend that I'm just gonna keep on here. And so that is it for stationery. So we're gonna move on to some skincare. First things first, we're going in with the Estee Lauder Night Repair Serum, and this has been magic on my skin. My skin is very happy using this one. I've been glowing and my skin feels very hydrated, not too tight, not too like leathery, and it is definitely not very harsh on my skin. As someone who always needs to use ointments that are dermatologically approved, it is difficult to find products that will be approved from my dermatologist and will not have some sort of effect on my very sensitive skin. So this is a really good one, and over time other serums that I've used kind of get harsh on my skin. So this serum here has had no severe reaction on my skin, has not burned in any way, has not been too harsh, and I've been using it during the day and at night. And I think you realize that with expensive and higher end products, the quality does increase, so I don't have to use as much serum as I used to before. Just like a microscopic drop does the job on this one. So I definitely recommend this one, and I will be using it in the future. Next item is from L'Occitane. I finally bought myself a second hand cream from L'Occitane. This is a slightly bigger one than the travel size, and I think this is a 75 ml, which is kind of big but also kind of small. Like that's my hand, and my hand is quite tiny. So this is the lavender one, and it is lavender scented, and the texture of the lotion itself is very like watery. It's not as thick and hard as the other ones are. I do find that when I have to work something into my skin, it's very difficult and it takes a lot of time. So I need something that my skin is going to absorb very quickly. Of course, I love the casing. Like, I love anything like metally and foil kind of texture wise. I think it looks very chic and it is a beautiful looking hand cream. Looking forward to using more L'Occitane products. Next up are some beauty products. So first things first is my Chanel setting powder, and this is the Le Beiges one, and it's in shade B10. It did feature in my recently updated What's in My Bag, but now that I've been using it for well over 2 weeks, I really love it. And I've grown accustomed to the brush, but I do always prefer a little finger blender or a little beauty blender. But this as a compact mirror has also been extremely convenient to carry around, and she's beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. I haven't changed out the stickers yet, but I'm happy with them as they are. And when I do say this gives you the perfect like mattifying fixed makeup look, I promise you it does. Like, my pores literally disappear after I use this stuff. It gives you the perfect blurred look. You don't have to use it with heavy makeup. You can use it with like minimal makeup. Next luxury product I did not expect to pick up this month, but this is the Guerlain Paris lipstick. The lipstick that everyone loves, and I kind of love that I got it, but I also hate myself for like falling for my FOMO again because they were running out of stock, and I don't know whether they're going to be closing their branch down or their stand down at ARC, or whether they're going to be restocking, and I did not want to take the chance. So I got the tortoise shell casing, and this is actually the one I wanted, so I'm very happy that I got it. And look at this, like, the mirror is beautiful. I did get myself a lipstick. I think this is a satin lipstick. It's not a very pigmented matte lipstick. It's, again, very satiny, so it's got a bit of shine and it has moisture. I think it's in shade 8, if I'm not mistaken. You guys can take a look at the color and tell me, but it is a very cute pinky orange nude, and yeah, it's been really great. It does closely resemble Rihanna's Fenty Beauty Fussy shade in her Gloss Bomb stick. So it's kind of similar to that, but it's between shade Riri and Fussy if you are looking to see something closer to that. But of course it doesn't have glitter in it, so it is a perfect little lip balm slash tinted lipstick moment, and I've been loving it. Last but certainly not least is from Catrice Cosmetics, and this is the Aura Drop Lip Elixir. And let me just tell you, they came up and designed this new applicator, which I really love. I think the applicator is what got me into buying it, because I was like, this is really cool. And the lip oil itself does have a bit of a cooling effect. I don't know what they put in that to make it a cooling effect, but it doesn't burn, it's not plumping. And it does have hyaluronic acid and vitamin E in it, so very good and very moisturizing. I find myself not needing to top up as often with this on, and it does have a bit of glitter in it, so it's got that cute little minimal lip oil look to it. And yes, I've actually used quite a bit of it, so I did go and buy a second one, but for now, yes, this does fall under my March favorites. It was a steal when I saw it, honestly. And the last kind of section we've come to is clothing. So I only have one item on this list, and it is my black hoodie from H&M. This is actually from the men's section, but it is a small, I believe, so it does fit me perfectly, and it is the relaxed zip hoodie. So it does a perfect zip down, and it is fluffy on the inside, perfect for the gym and perfect for casual wear. I have worn it in both cases and love it in both cases. And of course it wasn't too expensive. I'm actually very surprised and very happy with H&M's prices. They are doing a lot better than Cotton On. But yes, this is my one item for clothing, and I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love it. And so that was my quick little March favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time.